Egypt is the land of the pharaohs and the pyramids, the home of mysteries and secrets of the ancient world. The city of Alexandria was established by Alexander the Great on a strategically important point on the coast of the Mediterranean 2,200 years ago. One of the miracles of the ancient world, the Pharos, the 150-meter-high lighthouse, was also built here. This is the place where the armies of Julius Caesar and later Napoleon disembarked. Cairo is a metropolis of 16 million inhabitants. Roman, Christian, and Islamic monuments still have their places among the highways and the skyscrapers. This city, one of the most densely inhabited of the world, is a modern capital and at the same time the preserver of ancient memories. Today's Giza is a southwestern suburb of Cairo. The last remaining miracle of ancient times, the Cheops Pyramid, stands here, but Giza Plateau also gives home to two other pyramid complexes, several temples, and the mysterious Sphinx. Saqqara is best known because of the staged pyramids of Pharaoh Djoser, but it is also the richest archaeological site in Egypt, showing us relics of 3,000 years. This was the necropolis, the burial city of the Old Kingdom. Hurghada is the proof that this country has a lot more to offer than historical monuments. This holiday resort on the coast of the Red Sea is famous for its luxurious hotels, which act as a starting point for those wanting to become acquainted with the colorful world of coral reefs. During the time of the New Kingdom, the capital of Egypt was the city of Thebes. Ramesseum, the Temple of Hatshepsut, and many others in the Valley of Kings and Queens also belong to this area, which lies on the western banks of the Nile. In contrast to Thebes, Luxor is famous for the temple complex built by Amenhotep and the monumental Amon Temple of Karnak, connected by a road of 3 kilometers bordered by sphinxes. Edfu was a flourishing center of the Old Kingdom, dedicated to Horus, the hawk god. It has the second largest temple complex after the Karnak Temple, found by the Frenchman Auguste Mariette in 1860. The trade center of Kom-Ombo, Ombos in Greek, lies halfway between Nubia and Egypt. Its temple was dedicated to Horus and Sobek, the crocodile god. The country badly needed a dam system that would produce electricity, regulate the flow of the Nile, and create an artificial lake from river water. However, the catchment would have engulfed the Isis shrine of Philae, which was moved to a nearby island after 8 years of hard work. Abu Simbel was the site for a similarly spectacular engineering achievement, the most commonly known monument after the pyramids of Giza. The giant pharaoh statues, carved into the stone wall, were taken apart and then put together again, this time 65 meters higher. The statues were built to honor Pharaoh Ramses and his wife Nefertiti. The first European visitor of Abu Simbel, dressed in Arabian clothes, was Ludwig Burckhardt, a Swiss expert on Oriental studies, the same who founded the city of Petra, Jordan. Sharm el-Sheikh lies on the Sinai Peninsula, opposite of Hurghada. This is the new holiday capital of Egypt, which awaits vacationers arriving to see the coral reefs of the Red Sea, but it's also a perfect place to start an excursion to biblical monuments of the peninsula. Together with the Nama and the Shark Bays, Sharm el-Sheikh became a tourist center only in the last decade. Tourists can familiarize themselves with characteristic Egyptian souvenirs on the coastal shopping street of the city. The main role is played by the water pipes, or shishas, which are perfect as an ornament. The statues depict pharaohs and Egyptian gods, and the baskets of the street merchants are full of spices. Arabian clothes are very popular, as well as t-shirts printed with local motifs and bottles filled with colored sand from the desert. The caricature-like ceramics depicting the everyday Arab life are really extraordinary. One can combine an eventful though tiring archaeological tour with a holiday providing full relaxation. The hotel prices are very good, the weather very warm from spring to autumn, and moreover, the holiday centers of Egypt can be reached easily from all over Europe, since Sharm el-Sheikh has its own international airport. The level of service is usually a pleasant surprise to those who have never been to Egypt before. crystal-like gypsum. It can be gray, yellow, blue, but the most valuable is white. The largest deposits are in Egypt and Sicily. This vase is not water-resistant, its walls are thin and porous. The finished vase is heated in a furnace, then treated with wax. That's why it has such a shiny surface. To get to know a country, one has to know the cuisine as well. The Egyptian cuisine reflects the geographical situation of the country. It's composed of African, Arab, and Mediterranean elements. The gyros of Turkish and Greek snack bars are called shawarma. Kebabs are small pieces of meat fried over charcoal. Kofta is similar to the Turkish küfte and cevap of the Balkan countries. It's a spicy meat, sometimes in the form of balls, sometimes as sausages. Instead of pork, they usually eat lamb and poultry, mostly grilled. The unleavened bread here is similar to that of Jordan, Morocco, and Tunisia. The locals eat a lot of beans and lentils. Tomia is a cake made of bean puree. Full is also a bean puree with lemon and olive oil. Dolma are filled grape leaves, but other vegetables like pepper, tomato, and eggplant can also be filled. The locals eat a lot of vegetables, very popular as a side dish as well as salads. There's always a large selection of salads in restaurants.